people. We hungry too. We ain't got dependents and all that. We ain't been busting in people and people ain't been busting in us and all that. But we hungry. Y'all giving these people all these kids food stamps. They ain't doing nothing but selling them. Feed us too.
All right, Pookies, y'all listen. Y'all don't know what to do if the EBT don't come next month. I keep seeing these videos. Like, how you not know what to do? I didn't grow up on EBT. I never even knew what EBT was until I was pregnant with my first child. This is not a dig when I say black mamas know how to survive. I can't speak for nobody else because I don't know. Baby, they got food banks out here. They got churches out here. Google your local food banks. Some of y'all think y'all too good to eat from a food bank. But you got to do what you got to do.
Well, two things is true. It won't be anything. So a lot of that stuff, everything will dry up. You think, okay, no food stamps, so there's going to be plenty of food at the food bank. Wrong. I mean, the food bank done. That's going to be the first place going to be pillaged. Matter of fact, it's already gone. Believe it or not, it's already gone.
And like Mr. X said, see, some of them, a lot of them, too many of them are too good to eat at the food banks because they are choosy beggars. They're gonna show up and they're gonna start handing you expired bread and this and that and freaking TV dinners. And Bonquisha gonna be like, whoa, where the steak? Where the lobster? And they're gonna be like, you shut up and eat this soup.
That part, like you say, soup, sardines, just random stuff like avocado wraps and just whatever they got. They're gonna be like, look, we got veggie chips, we got, well, because my kids don't eat that. We got some off-brand cereal, we got skim milk,
we got baby carrots and watery ranch, Uncrustables. Yeah, you get with it. Be grateful.
Telling y'all the Dollar Tree got beans and they got rice.
Facts.
You will not go hungry. It may not be what you want, but you won't be hungry. Start going to the store now and getting some canned goods, little bit by little bit. To anyone that don't have any income at all, it's time for you to start Googling stuff. Start going to your local Department of Social Services. They have lists, or Housing Authority have lists of food pantries of organizations that give out food. When Helene hit, baby, when I tell y'all, me and my children was in the dark for 11 days. We went to every community event. I think I'm going to have to start going to community events around here to show y'all. Y'all can be hungry if y'all want to, but we won't starve.
I mean, two things is true. This is America. Y'all ain't going to starve. Noodles and stuff ain't that expensive. Starving is one thing. Eating what you like. We talk about steak, lobster, crab boils, fried chicken, all the good stuff. Bonquisha don't want to downsize regardless of what it is, eating or whatever.
Nug about to start bartering, getting kudak. He don't even need Hennessy, a little bit of Reggie. He don't need that no more. Y'all gonna be over there chilling with Nug. He might look. I'm about to throw a tombstone pizza in the oven. If you know what I mean. Bonquisha like, you got that tombstone? Like, yeah, stuffed crust too. Yeah. She like, oh yeah, stay the night. Yeah, y'all gonna go from being too good for Cheesecake Factory to getting y'all cheeks clapped over freezer section stuffed crust pizza. Play with it.
Groceries is high as hell. Every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I'm getting some beans or some rice. My children been eating beans and rice, so it's no problem for them to eat beans and rice.
Sure.
Y'all want to get that EBT and go get a whole bunch of junk and sodas and candies and cookies and stuff. They may or may not give you that at the food bank. I don't know. But if you thinking about, okay, how my children gonna eat, baby, go out there and get that food. I done seen folks talking about they gonna walk out the store with buggies full. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I'm not encouraging that though. Because who gonna take care of them children if your ass locked up? But stop getting on here complaining that.
That's the whole point. Getting locked up gonna absolve her all responsibility. What do you mean, who gonna feed them children? She don't care. She getting 3 hots in the cot. They on their own.
You need, and then buy your junk.
And as we say up here all the time, food is a drug, bottom line. And when y'all been feeding y'all kids McDonald's and Burger King for the majority of their life and overnight trying to wing them off some of this stuff, people will start going through withdrawal. They ain't just going to wake up one day and say, all right, we've been eating junk for a decade. And all of a sudden, beans and rice and, just whatever. So we can, it don't work like that.
Y'all literally have y'all kids running around drinking Huggies and eating Takis and chips all day long. Constant sugar and starch in your blood system. Mr. X hit the nail on the head. Withdrawals. And y'all don't know what it is. Kid just spazzing out. Headaches. Talking about he's sick. The sugar coming up out of him. Good luck.
You not gonna have a way to feed your children. Baby, yes you will. And I'm gonna show y'all how. Matter of fact, I'm finna look up one now and see when the next food drive is. And I'm gonna show y'all how to go to the food drive and say, hey, I'm hungry. I need some food for me and my children. Please help us. Some folks don't even know how to grocery shop at their big age now. Baby, make sure you buy meats. Make sure you buy vegetables. Make sure you buy all the stuff that you need and then buy your junk food at the end. Had a homegirl that had a whole bunch of food stuff. She said, Taz, can you take me to the store? Took her to the store, y'all. I'm going to buy me and my children some things. I looked at her. She had 2 buggies full of junk food. I said, damn, what them children gonna eat? She said, I got food. I said, no, baby, you got junk. And all I seen was snacks. That's it.
And she say her name is Taz. Y'all need to get some real feminine names real fast. The other woman named Bunny. I mean, I don't know. Y'all just
meant to pull up the kind of bunny she was. This here, I'm so triggered. The cart's full of junk food. That was my mama, man. Towards the end of my stay with her, just full of little Debbie cakes, zebra cakes. Yeah, I never heard that was her. It was terrible. Just full of cakes, snacks, anything you could, like a kid, big old kid. By the end of that first day, you get for one, you get home. She done ate all the oatmeal pies. She loves some oatmeal pies. Then we busting down on zebra cake, star crunch, moon pies, y'all. The gauntlet. Ain't no food. Then by day 2, day 3, ain't nothing to chew on. And you just back to square one. It's a pathetic situation.
She might have had a few microwave dinners, but what they gonna eat? And it's okay because a lot of folks wouldn't talk to grocery shop. A lot of folks don't know how to cook. But start buying dry goods and stuff that's gonna last so you and your children won't go hungry. This too shall pass. And maybe they'll turn them back on or maybe they won't go off at all. But then you'll know to stock up. But y'all stay tuned because I'm gonna go find me a food pantry. And they everywhere in every state.
So I go to the food stamp office because I'm like, I'm hoping and praying I'm not one of them ones that they cutting off. I go up there, mind you, the line is around the corner. I stand in line for the 15 minutes. They start letting everybody in, get you a number, whatever. I was there, I kid you not, for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Then I find out, the lady say, well, are you working? I said, no, ma'am. She says, well, you have to reapply. I said, reapply who? She was like, yes, ma'am, because you have been receiving benefits I've been receiving since December. So it's been, 8 months that I've been receiving benefits. And she was like, because you're not working, you haven't been working since you've been receiving benefits, they stopped benefits.
oh. So we are only here to document it. We talked about this. They are trying to, start up a new system and get y'all back rebooted. And they say, all right, we're going to sign you back up. That old system, scrap that. We're going to get you in a new system where there are new requirements for you to get benefits. You must work 20 hours a week. They said, you got a job? Chris said, hell no. I ain't never had to have one. And they said, nah, it's a new day.
There you go. They need to make food stamps the way it used to be for unemployment. I know I was on unemployment one time in my life, and to stay on unemployment, you got to show that you are trying to work. Like, yeah, you got to show up. I used to have to show up to the mall and go to this place and show that you put in applications and everything. And yeah, but if you didn't show that you were trying to get a job, they will cut you off. Same thing need to be done for food stamps. If you ain't trying to work, we should not help those that are not trying to help themselves. I think that's fair, man.
Y'all, I was so hurt. I don't know what that refrigerator is dang near boneless. And we got a couple of things in the pantry, but I don't even. I paid chicken and I'm just gonna grab me a $4 Gorilla unbeatable meal deal with my last little couple of dollars.
We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. Shout out to, what is that, Rot or shout out to Angry Man. He was talking about this the other day. I caught a glimpse of it. It's the Glorilla $4 meal deal at Riley's. Riley's and what is it called? Riley's and
Checkers
and Riley's. Glorilla got a meal at Checkers and Riley's, a $4 meal deal. And yes, the whole thing is the Glorilla $4 meal. So she say that's what she about to do. Go get the Glorilla meal. That's all she can afford.
I'm about to go cop this big glow. I thought she said gorilla. I was like, gorilla, what the hell we eating? But she glow, the big glow meal. This, they laughing in our face. This, the big glow $4 meal, to me, is the equivalent to buying, talking about if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. It's ignorant. It's insulting. I ain't going to get no wrap snacks, no big glow meal, no none of that. I'd rather not eat.
Well, here we go. I'm trying to find a picture here. Y'all in the back. It's called the Big Glow Unbeatable Meal Deal.
They putting we just selling out for real. I'm seeing more brothers on cereal boxes just selling sugar corn.
It's the Glorilla $4 Unbeatable Meal Deal. And y'all saying, well, what is it?
Yeah.
Well, you get to pick one. All right. It comes with, you get to either the Glow's barbecue jacked burger, you get the spicy chicken, or the cheese double. You get one of the big sandwiches, and then it also comes with a fry, a drink, and an apple pie, all for $4. Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! Where this at? Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that, straight. This is big.
Back in our heyday, shit, let's see here, that big glow look like it'd been hitting on something. You know, is them fried apple pies? Let's see here. I gotta have a fat moment. Them KFC fried apple pies had the boy in a wicked chokehold. I ain't gonna hold you. Them fried apple pies from KFC, I ain't gonna hold you. You can say what you want. When them boys was fresh out that grease, help me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm trying to tell you. I done made some late night trips. I used to live next to a KFC. Oh my gosh. Yeah, back in the day, $4. We in the Caprice Classic. We going to get that Big Glow meal, listen to Big Glow.
Yeah, the frequencies. So it's the $4 Glorilla Unbeatable Meal Deal. Say that 3 times fast.
Shan't do it. But here we here now. Starting to look real dystopian. The Big Glow meal. This would have been a joke 5 years ago, but it's real. It's real. Big Glow, the Unbeatable Meal Deal.
And for the people that's just coming in, y'all like, well, why y'all talking about this? Well, because this woman here, in the middle of getting her food stamps, she hungry and she going to get the Glow meal.
Receiving benefits, they stopped benefits. Y'all, I was so hurt. I don't know what, that refrigerator is dang near boneless. And we got a couple of things in the pantry, but I don't even. I paid chicken and I'm just gonna grab me a $4 Gorilla Unbeatable Meal Deal with my last little couple of dollars and pray.
Do y'all understand how wicked? I'm gonna grab. She said the refrigerator is bone naked. Ain't nothing in there. The refrigerator down bad. It's a little something in the pantry. A little Chef Boyardee, a couple beef noodles. All right, but she say that fridge. She say with my last couple of dollars, I'm going to get a Glorilla meal deal. That's evil.
Ooh, yes, it is indeed. Because ain't no real nutrition there. You got the meat patties. That's what I like to break it down. What are you getting for your $4? You know, you got some starchy French fries that ain't giving you nothing. You got a soda drink, that's death. You got the apple pie, they look fried. That ain't good for you either, as tasty as it may be. And then so yeah, $4. I understand it's a bargain, but all you got was empty calorics.
And then she brought God in it. What did she?
I don't even.
I paid in chicken and my
I'm just gonna grab me a $4 Gorilla Unbeatable Meal Deal with my last little couple of dollars and pray.
And pray. I'm gonna grab me a glow. I'm going, Jesus. I'm going to grab me a Glorilla meal and pray. That's some wicked-ish, man.
Is that the equivalent to saying I'm gonna go cop me some butter and pray? Huh? Yes, it is. Like, that's not it. You see what I mean? You're gonna be sitting there praying as the Lord, he watches you cop the Glorilla Unbeatable Deal meal. I don't think he's gonna agree with that at all. Go get you some beans. Listen, you gotta show. I believe you need to show the Lord that you're humble. I ain't gonna sit here and pray after I buy some fast food. I'm gonna go get me a can of sardines, some saltines. The Lord gonna see me be pitiful. I'm gonna say, Lord, I appreciate this bounty. Can you please bless me? I feel like the Lord will bless you. So you eating them cold sardines and saltine crackers. He like, you eating the big glow meal deal. You all right.
Cause why? I got 3 small children and an infant. I got a 1-year-old. I got little babies. It's hard to find a job with little babies. It's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Donald Trump. Yes, sir. Cut their asses off.
Yes, I really got $1,100 in food stamps. That's not even the most I've ever got. I got like 13 something in food stamps. When I dropped my oldest son off, it was $1,100. Why y'all acting so surprised? I got 5 children. I wasn't working, but I was going to school and I was getting a school check. And when your income go up, your money go down on EBT. It's probably folks out here to get more than that because they got like 8, 9, 10 children. Why do y'all keep bashing folks for getting the help that they need?
Oh my God. It's not bashing for getting the help you need. It's trying to stop. This is what keeps our community in the back. It's because we always need this help. We want to get you married, Bonquisha, nuclear families, and then pass that down to your kids and they get married. And you see how it grows and the community grows. But we can't keep living this EBT life. That's no.
Keep going to school when you got kids to take care of is selfish. If you, I'm gonna say that y'all don't get that selfish. And y'all heard it. She talking about getting a school check. What's a school check? Y'all, that went over y'all heads. A school check. It's a hustle. Bonquisha stays enrolled in school. For one, the longer you stay enrolled, the longer you stay enrolled, the longer you can defer your payments for your loan. Also, school check. There you go, Katie, Kyrie. That refund check. Lord knows we was balling like a rock star when we got them refund checks. That's excess loan money. You know, a little bit of Pell Grants, but no FAFSA. But that is money you got to pay back for the most part. Talking about school money. Stop it.
The man does not own 5 children. I wasn't working, but I was going to school and I was getting a school check. And when your income go up, your money go down on EBT.
And there you go. They ain't stupid. When your income go up, your EBT goes down. So she's getting $1,300 a month, and now she start working, you're gonna get $600 a month. And Bonquisha, I'm not making that much money. And then y'all gonna take some of my, Section 8, and y'all gonna take some of this and that. It don't balance out. I promise you, Bonquisha said I was doing better sitting at home, not working. And she can compare and contrast the two.
This is why they got to restructure the system. We acknowledge this. Yes, Bonquisha can bring in more resources working less. Why wouldn't she work less? We not fighting her on this. We get it. But the jig is up, and we was trying to let y'all know this ain't gonna last, man. And it did. It lasted quite a while, actually, but now it's over. And y'all did not prepare. It's over.
Or even if it ain't, even if this is just a scare and they get a deal done, or they send the money out, whatever. What do y'all take from this? Let's say, all right, this was a scare, everything back to business as usual. Bonquisha just gonna act like it never happened. They won't prepare, they won't change any systems, they won't try to safeguard nothing.
And there you go, Mr. X. And if they do go ahead and give them food stamps, I believe it's going to get worse in the long run. So if they don't cut them off here and make them sink or swim, it's going to be bad then. But if they carry this on, all right, we warned y'all. Y'all seen the shutdown. Yeah, we let y'all know that there was a probability or chance we could cut y'all food stamps. Y'all still ain't learning. So if this ain't for show, if this ain't the show, it's a heck of a warning that they need to heed to, but they ain't. It's still delaying the inevitable nonetheless, if you ask me.
And I would say this obviously goes for all people, all right? Because that's when obviously there's more white folks on food stamps than anybody, because there's more white folks in the country than anybody. So I would say that's Captain Obvious, but people will say, well, y'all act like it's only black people on food stamps. Well, over here, we only talking about our people. I never knew the time in history where black folks became so compassionate for white folks and what's going on with them. I think we need to figure out what's going on. It does nothing to try to, let's say we sit here talking about white folks and trying to save them. What's that do for us?
Exactly. Shout out to my buddy Bill. We the only culture that thinks like that. We are caring, kind, and inviting to a fault. We need to get ourselves together, man. That's the way it is. This is part, if you ask me, us worrying about what's going on in our house is part of our reconditioning, getting out of that cotton field slave mentality, man. We got to worry about us.
And that's part of that brother that was in the comment section. Oh, this is mockery, this and that. Go talk about this, or you're deflecting. That's one thing I learned about our community. We try to deflect too much. I get it. Looking in that mirror is rough. We done did it. Y'all looking at two ninjas that done did it. That's why we can talk about it so easily. We understand, but it's necessary.
Amen. We removed the damn branch from our ass before we acknowledge the daggone log in y'all's. There you go.
It's probably folks out here to get more than that because they got like 8, 9, 10 children. Why do y'all keep bashing folks for getting the help that they need? The man does not always stay around and help to provide.
There are folks with 5 and 10 kids that need EBT, and the man ain't always sticking around. Deflections. I mean, no accountability. It's insane. So at what point does it stop? Does this just go on forever and continue to get worse?
Never looking for a resolution. And they're not kids, Mr. X. They're children. Got to get it right. Children. The man don't always stay around. You can control that. This is why I get triggered. I hate, and I mean to use that word, I hate when we keep allowing outside forces to have such a powerful influence on our lives, being another man, another woman, the government. I don't care. Somebody else's religion and beliefs. It's insane. You know how you can control your man from not leaving you, sister? Value yourself more and not give your coup to a man that don't let you know that he gonna be with you. You fool. You could have controlled that.
And I would say 99.9% of this is rooted in single motherism. There are not women, and it got nothing to do. I heard some people saying, well, y'all act like people on EBT don't got jobs. They just can't afford to live because they got 4 kids. That's part of the problem. It's all of it. All of it is rooted in single motherism. There are not women making these videos that are just single women with no kids complaining. it's always the women with the children because they can't afford to feed the children because they buy themselves and they don't make enough money.
We got to acknowledge that kids cost. But and there you go, I'm tripping again because they don't even think that far ahead when it comes to the kids. Most of these kids are subsequent crotch trophies from a hunch session. They ain't sitting there thinking about how much these kids gonna cost. Me and my wife did and still do. It's like, look, we need to stop having kids and let's start making some more money because these kids don't care about your finances. They hungry. That's responsibility. Like, I wish we could add 10 kids. Can't afford it. That would be cruel.
It's not that we don't want to work. Hell, we can't because who gonna watch our children? They about to do away with ABC vouchers. That means the ABC vouchers help fund the daycare that you need to go to work or go to school or do whatever you need to do. I never trusted a daycare with my children. Every time I tried to send one of my children to daycare, a child died. I'm sorry, got unalived or got beaten on. Something happened to the child, and that was my sign to say hell no. So I decided to go to school and get them degrees that I have. So when it's time for me to get outside, baby, I can shine.
They just talking. This is Bonquisha babble. On one hand, you got bastard kids, you down bad, you getting $1,300 a month in food stamps. On the other hand, you educated, you a PhD, you got degrees, and you about to take over the world. Pick a struggle.
She talked about not putting her kids in daycare because of the dangers, potential dangers. Tell us about the daycares you was trying. You, for one, thank God for the blessings. We never had to put our kids in daycare. It's so expensive. Because that's a thing. It's unfortunate, man. I hate that. A lot of families, one person is working just to pay daycare. That's a harsh reality. Like, you are taking your kids to daycare, and one person is going to work just to pay that bill. Bonquisha is sending her kids. She worried about their life and safety because she ain't sending them to that $1,200 a week daycare. No, she's sending to Bonquisha's $175 a week daycare where they show up hied up and intoxicated. Yeah, tell the truth.
Like the diamond star that I am. Oh. And can't nobody make me feel bad about the struggle, baby. Because if you have never struggled, you can't relate to me, period. You think the government assistance and EBT and all that stuff was put in place to help folks that don't need help? Absolutely not.
You think I'm leaving her? Oh, hold on. Holy hell. Look at this. Before we go any further, shout out to brother TJ. He was up here yesterday. We talked about this. It initially was put in place for, what was he say, widows and, you know, what was it?
Yeah, with ex-wives. Yeah, ex-wives. So the men, ex-wives.
So here we are. And Bonquisha say, well, what do y'all think it was put in place for? Bastard breeding? Y'all don't, this was what it's for.
No, it's not. Quite the contrary. No, it is not. And shout out to TJ. That makes sense. Yes, men are held accountable. So I can see that. Yeah, gotta leave. And that was the Viking man. Viking man was notorious for just picking up and leaving. We all seen the movie Harlem Nights. Yeah, called his wife, hey, babe, I ain't never coming home. Take it easy. That's why they enacted that for these wives getting left by Brad and Chad. It is not in our nature to do that. But nevertheless, it was never, ever meant for y'all. And y'all about to find out. Y'all are finding
out. To help folks that don't need help? Absolutely not.
You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all want to play with my benefits? Fine. I'm feeding my kids one way or another. I'll be back next month when the car hits. Y'all better stock up. I'm feeding. Not today.
To help? Absolutely not.
You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all want to play with my benefits? Fine. I'm feeding my kids one way or another. I'll be back next month when the car hits.
Y'all I'm mocking y'all.
This is wicked. This is wicked.
Hell.
AI is learning y'all and mocking y'all. Like, this is AI's interpretation of y'all. I only know it's AI because the cart got stuck in her fupa. But nevertheless, this is AI is evolving. Look at her. That looks like a real Bonquisha. AI done fixed a finger thing, but now once AI stop letting objects get stuck inside other objects, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble.
You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all want to play with my benefits? Fine. I'm feeding my kids one way or another. I'll be back next month when the car hits. Y'all better stock up. The system is designed to keep poor people poor, okay? There's a post going around that says not getting a better job because you don't want to lose your Section 8 is crazy. But let me tell you this, as a person who has managed Section 8 properties and a person who has lived in Section 8 housing, there are people who actually want to work. But what happens is, when they try to go to work, they may get a job. If they make $16 or $17 an hour and they have small children, they get pushed off of benefits. So they no longer get food assistance, they don't get child care assistance. So this means they're now paying for daycare out of pocket, they're paying for food out of pocket, and they're also paying the market rate of rent.
Is it safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, is it safe to say in 2025 and going forward for eternity, we need to take bringing children into the world and procreation 1,000 times more serious? All right, we just need to, we can't keep making excuses. We must take this serious, and there can only be one condition to bring a baby into the earth. You must be married and have resources.
Sorry, not sorry at all. Why? Have things not gotten so extreme that that's what we need to do? Yep, call that extreme. Oh, get married, ain't meant to get married. Fine, then don't have babies. Can we take on the responsibility to stop this curse? My goodness. Shout out to all of the kids that was born just as subsequent crotch trophies. Let them know that it's not a good journey. It's not ideal, especially because for most of them, there is no light at the end of the tunnel, man. They perish. So many of our classmates that grew up like us are gone. I have this picture. I might post it. I got this photo from when me and my high school team won state championship 5 years ago. Half the team was deleted. Not 5 years ago, even earlier. Terrible. Too many of us don't make it to the other side. It must stop.
Okay. My thing with this is, why are people who are trying to work being punished for trying to work? They should be eased off the benefits. There should be like a 3 to 6 month grace period where they still receive benefits so that they can stack up money to pay for those items. But people who don't work and people who don't try and people who don't get out and apply for jobs and are not disabled can stay on the system for a lifetime and receive benefits for a lifetime and can be on Section 8 for a lifetime. I think that the system is flawed and is designed to keep poor people poor. But don't listen to me, though.
Two things can be true. I mean, the system has always been flawed. What are we talking about? It ain't designed. It's designed to keep y'all comfortable and mindless. So yeah, that is poor in many ways, not just financially. I mean,
that's it. And they're not going to start saving up and stacking up. This makes no sense. Her argument is, hey, wean us good recipients off so we could start to stack up and save. If you were going to start stacking up and saving, you would have been done it. Why do the government have to give you a warning? Hey, we about to cut y'all off. Start stacking up and saving. If you were never in position to stack up and save in the past, what you're not in it now. Just stop the daggone lies. Act like adults and figure it out. Shout out to my coach.
Until then, we got some space in the sub for y'all.
There's groceries in there.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.